Okay folks, welcome back. This is your old boy Hondo here doing another video for you on another Zebco 33. This is the original. It has the black lining. They do make the Platinum series, which is a 5-ball bearing, and they also make a Omega series, which is 7, and an Omega Pro series that is like 7, but has a black metal finish that it's exclusively only sold by Bass Pro Shop. But this is the original Zebco. Let's go through a little bit of history on the original Zebco. When it came out in the 1950s, it was a revolutionary design in fishing rod combos. It took the best of both worlds, which was bait casters and spinning reels. And at the time, spinning reels and bait casters didn't have anti-reverse, nor did it have a locking drag system or a bait runner. Back then you had to manually throw it and then retrieve it and then hold on to the handle while the spool went out as a drag. That was very tiresome, so they incorporated the best of both worlds from the spinning rod and the bait caster and came out with the Spincast rod. This is a Spincast reel exclusively. That's what it's called, a Spincast. This one has one ball bearing. It always traditionally have had one ball bearing. It's made in China. It's a 3:6:1 gear ratio reel. Very easy to take apart for maintenance. Like if you want to take it apart to take it apart, and you get the line stuck in the spindle underneath the spindle, you hold on to the handle like this, and then turn it counterclockwise, and it will take the top of the spool off. Like so. If it gets tangled underneath there, and there's your primary spool right here, you could add a little bit of oil or grease to that if you wanted to clean it up, maintenance. This is predominantly a freshwater reel, so you don't want to use this in saltwater, but people have used it in saltwater. This is a multi-species reel, which that means bass, smallmouth, largemouth, sunfish, perch, the like. You know, walleye, crappie, small fish, nothing big like a muskie or pike maybe. It comes pre-spooled with Zebco 10-pound test. This is an older reel. The newer reels are different looking than this one, but this is one of the original type of reels. To put the spool cover back on, you just find the two spots right here that close it up really nice. Sometimes it's a little bit of a pain to do. And there you go. And then twist it. You want to get to the rear of the reel, which is very simple. It's not like the Omega. You have to take 2 screws out in the Omega, but this one here, you just twist it off. It comes right off the trigger switch, and there you see the gears. All you got to do is put a little dab of oil on those gears, and this is the trigger switch right here. It has a little piece of metal on it. It's made out of steel. This part right here is made out of steel, but the center of the reel is plastic. So, you know, that's how they cut corners on making them so cheap. Like I said, it's a pain to put them back together once you take them apart. But basically, that's how you take it apart for maintenance on this one in particularly, where you want to change parts. This one has 2 pickup pins where it holds the line. Let me show you the 2 pickup pins real quick. Right here's the 2 pickup pins, so when you hit the trigger, it gives you more chances to grab the line when it goes through the hole. So it picks up the line like so, and it grabs a hold of the line like that, and then reels it in. Very ingenious type of reel setup. Most of these type of reels have 1 pickup pin. This one has 2. The Johnsons and the the cheaper Johnson reels, or the Daiwas and they don't have but 1 pickup pin. These have 2. So to me, the Zebcos are the best of the best reels. I mean, honestly, I would recommend you to get a Platinum over this reel setup. It comes with 10-pound test. It's rated only for 10. But I would recommend you like 8 or 6 on it, because it would cast a lot better. But 10's like its max line. I mean, you can probably get about 115 yards with 8, and probably like 150 with like 6. 10-pound test, you get like 85 yards line capacity, which is not bad if you're just bank fishing. It's no big deal. What this reel is ideal for is a kid or a novice type of fisherman. But I use this reel all the time. It's my main go-to fishing reel. You can use it for bait. It's better for plastic baits and top water than it is fast-moving spinner baits and chatter baits and stuff like that, crankbaits. You're better off just using plastic baits with this, like worms and some swim baits maybe for it. You know, nothing too fast like a spinner bait. It just bogs it down. This is the authentic Z-Glass type of rod setup they come with. It comes with like a foam handle and a 5'6" rod. The newer ones have a 6-foot rod, but this is the older model, so it comes with a 5'6" action, medium action, made in China type of rod. It's really nice eyes, but the rod's done really well though. It has really nice porcelain eyes and steel outer holders for the eye. Has a nice foam grip. If you notice the trigger on it, this is a Spincast reel, so it's very much reminiscent to a bait caster. So they're going to give you a 5'6" bait caster rod with this setup. I've caught tons of fish on this rod over the years. I've caught crappie, walleye, largemouth. I've caught smallmouth and largemouth with it, no problem. I've had yet this rod to break or the reel to break on me after owning it for probably 7 years. Very tough and durable reels and rods. I mean, even if you're not a novice fisherman, I would pick this up and buy it. It's a good, cheap deal. I mean, they go for about 20 bucks. One thing, it has a bait runner too, so it gives you a nice little bait runner. And then you let the line run until the fish swallows the line, and then you can set the hook. It's got that good little quality about it. Also has a bait runner, so, and a good drag system right here, up and down elevation and drag. Okay, folks, if you like this video on this Zebco 33 authentic Zebco 33 combo, go ahead and get it. I've had this thing for 6 years. It works great. Leave a comment and tell me what you think about the Zebco 33 Classic. Y'all know what you can do. You put God first. He puts you first every time. You know what, YouTube, God loves you. So does HONDO.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the